Ladies and gentlemen, your host of Who Knows Who, you.
I enjoy it. I love asking y'all questions.
You do enjoy this game, and I wouldn't say it's so much that you love asking us questions, Antoine. I believe she enjoys putting us in position.
She likes making us squirm.
Yeah.
But I will say,
a little bit.
I enjoyed the questions this week.
You did.
Yeah,
Good.
like one of the two questions, I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, wow, I actually like all of these choices.
Well, Antoine, you know what?
What's that?
I did not have the same experience. I did not. No.
Oh, well.
Mine were both of us. Ugh.
I didn't get two of them.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get two of those this time.
Yeah, I did. I got a lot of that. I got a lot of, fine.
I know. I asked Zack a couple questions. I asked you, Antoine, a couple questions. And so I have your answers. And if y'all are ready for it.
We're always ready.
So you're ready?
Ready.
I enjoy it. All right.
One.
So Antoine, you'll go first. I'll give you one
Okay.
of Zach's questions. Okay, so I asked Zack, I said, you're reincarnated. And you come back as what? A rat. B, an anteater. C, a jellyfish. Which one did he pick?
Wow.
So you see
Okay.
how my choices
Yeah.
nowadays are desirable.
I didn't get any of those.
Right.
All right. So a rat, an anteater, or a jellyfish.
Yes.
Right. I'm dead. I'm reincarnated. And what you want to hear are things like an eagle, Bill Gates. I don't know, a beautiful redwood sequoia. Here's something. No, I got a rat, a jellyfish, and an anteater.
All right. Nobody wants to be an anteater. I'm automatically getting rid of that one. There's no justification for wanting to be an anteater. So a rat or a jellyfish? A rat. I mean, they make movies about rats.
They do.
They're pretty, they can be entertaining, I guess.
That's
I'm going to
true.
go jellyfish. They're majestic. They can sting people. I'm going jellyfish.
Okay. You said jellyfish.
All right. And Zack, you said?
Wrong.
That means
What did
you're
you
wrong.
pick?
I'm a rat. I chose a rat.
Why did you pick the rat?
Because all right, first of all, the jellyfish ones will be all wiggly and blah, blah,
But they
blah, blah.
sting you?
They
Yeah.
they
Like, in
sting.
Australia,
They're
dangerous.
gorgeous.
Yeah, but they ain't got nothing. They ain't got no arms, no legs. They're just
They have tentacles.
they're just jelly. They're like a condiment. That's all it is. They're just blah, 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 all
I want to hear
wiggly.
why you pick rat.
Well, my justification on the rat was, again, I didn't like any of these decisions. You're right. The
Okay.
anteater, I mean, you look ridiculous. You eat ants and you eat through your nose. So these are all, who wants to be doing that? But the rat I chose because at least the rat eats good. Because the rats, like you think of the rats in New York City, like they all,
They're big.
they go and they're big and they go and they invade restaurants and they hang out in the subway and they've got their own rat nation.
They
down
eat
in there.
people's trash.
Not
They eat
necessarily.
leftovers. You're not gonna be Ratatouille.
Maybe I will be. I'll be Zack
That's what he's
Ratatouille.
hopeful.
I will be
Alright.
rat. So I figured at least I could become a
Okay.
big fat rat living off. Even if I'm eating the trash, I'm going to eat at the trash of the finest restaurants in the land.
You don't want to be majestic, huh?
I don't see, again, you're just
Jellyfish are majestic.
No,
I know.
they got no muscle
They're
definition
killers sometimes.
whatsoever.
They don't need it. They can sting people.
I just don't want to be flabby and gross. At least I can be a jacked rat. You know what I'm saying? So no point for you.
All right. So, all right, Zack, I asked Antoine a question. I said, you must unlearn something. So, A, how to drive. B, how to play all video games. C, enjoyment of anything Will Smith.
Now, this is me. Don't you answer this from your own perspective.
Well, see, Will Smith, get it out of here. Okay, so you have to unlearn something so you don't get to
Yes.
do it anymore.
Yeah.
And you don't get, do you get to relearn it? Is it
I
Nope.
interpret it as I never, once
Okay.
I unlearn it,
It's
it's
gone.
gone forever.
okay? So it was the ability to drive,
Uh-huh.
the ability to play video games,
Mm-hmm.
and all things Will Smith.
I cannot enjoy that
Just
anymore.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Man,
Which is crazy because you don't have to learn how to enjoy Will Smith
I
Monica.
think you do.
It
Some
just
of them, you
happens.
have to
It's
sit there and you have to
natural.
learn
I
it.
was,
You
I
have
was
to-
It's
thinking,
like the sun rising
Yeah.
and the sun setting.
I was
It's
actually
just
thinking
natural.
more. It was like forced. Maybe it was
No.
even.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It's like what's that Stockholm syndrome where you're being held
That's
hostage?
what
and
it is.
eventually
Yeah, that's
you
what it
fall-
is.
yeah, you eventually
I
fall
was
in
held
love.
hostage and had to watch every Will Smith
Huh.
movie.
All right, let's think here. I
Yeah.
don't think it's the video games because Antoine really enjoys that. It's a fun hobby. It's just it's lovely.
You're correct so far.
Okay, I feel like you enjoy driving and getting in your car
That's also
and
true.
listening to music, but think of the power of when you don't know how to drive and everybody else has to drive you around. Like you just, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, I don't know how to drive. I'm drunk, haha, you know, that kind of thing, and just take Ubers and whatever. Ooh. And he does love Will Smith,
I do.
Yeah.
but nobody else does. So that's like really easiest one to give up.
Shade.
I think he enjoys driving and being in control and listening to music and everything. And I think Will Smith, while as much as he's had the great experience, he's got other loves that he can find, and Will would understand because they're best friends and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to go with the Will Smith.
Okay, Antoine, what do you say?
You don't know me.
That means
I
you're
would
wrong.
love to. I mean, I love driving and I
Uh-huh.
love listening to music, but I would love to have a chauffeur. I would love to say, Benson, pull the car around.
Okay.
Mhm.
But see, my logic was that you'd also, while all of that is nice, then you have no freedom. You're always relying on getting a ride. Like, even if you just want to run to the grocery store, like, can I have a ride? Or you got to walk like those weird
While that's true,
people walking
Will
and-
Smith in video games, those are my happy places.
Okay.
I can get a
Understand.
chauffeur.
Right, fair enough. I understand. It was a toss up. Okay, well, you know what? We're even 0-0.
There we are.
Next.
Yep. 0-0. Okay, so Antoine, I asked Zach. I said, Lennon is going to cook dinner.
So my
Okay.
son is making
Okay.
dinner.
Your son is going to cook dinner for you, for the family. Is he making A, spaghetti made with his bare hands? B, chicken handled by his bare feet?
What?
C, steak flipped using his tongue? Quick flip.
Do you see how mine were terrible?
How the hell is he flipping the steak with his
That's,
tongue?
I know, because
Yeah.
boys are just wild. It's a quick burn.
I guess he's just gonna grab it with his teeth and his
Yeah.
tongue and just
All
Just
right.
flip it.
over.
All right. I'm getting rid of the steak flipping because that's just dangerous. And
Okay.
I don't want to hurt the boy. All right. So it's either spaghetti with its hands or
Uh-huh.
chicken with his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go.
Chicken feet with his feet, I suppose.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to go spaghetti with his hands because at least like you can guarantee that he washes his hands right before then he
Uh-huh.
can use his hands. So I'm going spaghetti with his hands.
You don't know me at all.
Why is that what's quick?
You.
No.
You were so wrong in your logic because it was in fact steak with his mouth tongue combination thing.
Yep.
I don't care about his danger or safety
See,
at this point.
I
It's
care
nothing.
about the
Uh-huh.
kids.
And it'll
No.
burn
I
off.
care.
No.
It'll burn. Yeah, it'll burn off.
Let me
His mouth will
explain to
burn
you.
off.
Okay, my son's hands are gross, and all kids' hands are gross because
Uh-huh.
they're sticky and
But
nasty.
you can wash them.
Even when they don't even do that, that's not a good job. And man, I tell you what, Antoine, if you touched his iPad, the surface of his iPad,
Oh, gosh.
it's like Braille, and he's not blind. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
It's so
gosh.
nasty. So the fact that that's always his hands and touching and
Uh-huh.
rubbing, and then he's
Okay.
going to be tossing my
It adds extra
spaghetti
flavor
with the,
to the
is
spaghetti.
that umami?
It's
Is that what that is?
seasoned. It's seasoned.
That's,
There's seasoning
that's a
on it.
tang.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
So what did you pick?
that boy puts his, I told you the steak with
The
his
steak?
tongue.
Okay.
Because that
All
boy
right.
puts his
Uh-huh.
feet on everything too. I'm yelling at him all the time. He's like got his bare feet on like his charger, or he steps. He's still stepping. If the remote is on the ground, he just starts stepping
Some
on
little
it.
toe crumbs.
Yeah, so he loves toe crumbs too. So yeah,
All right.
I'm at least
Oh, the
it's sad to
steak.
say. You know what? I likened it. You know when they say how a dog's mouth is really clean? I figured that was
Uh-huh.
the cleanest part of the
Okay.
child. Also, was the child.
There's logic there. There's
There is.
logic there.
Okay,
Yes,
here we
yes.
go. Let's do it.
All right, Zach, Antoine's question. I said you have an action-packed moment.
It's a great question.
Which one are you picking?
Loved
Okay,
it.
so I said, A, are you going to run, jump, and kick 3 men in the forehead?
Boom, boom, boom.
B, a high-speed chase. You
Meow.
speed and jump from one bridge to another.
Fast and Furious.
C, you headbutt the hijacker and you safely land a plane.
Boom.
Which one did he pick?
Wow.
I love them all. I love them all. I lived them all. Right when I was reading the question, I took 10 minutes per answer. I was like, let me live this moment.
We also just remind you that I had to pick tongue steak. That's the best.
Thank you, Monica.
Jeez.
Oh,
All right. So you get to do one of these things where he runs and he
Uh-huh.
kicks 3 people in the
Three
face.
people.
Like
Yeah.
John Wick. Just
Yeah.
ninja action. All right. That one's pretty cool. We've got the high speed chase.
And I
I've been
jumped
watching
the
some Iron
bridge.
Fist.
Yep. Man. I almost feel like I need to get Wiz Khalifa ready for his Fast and Furious mode.
That means I don't land.
Or the headbutt and the man, because that one's the least exciting from a badassery thing. But then you've saved all these other people and you land the plane and they're all applauding. And
There's so many great
Right.
things here.
there's
Uh-huh.
probably a movie called Flight 27 Antoine, something like that. Ooh, man. Again, I got rat and a mouth steak.
Oh, look. Oh, wait, next time I got you.
This is the greatest game
Both-
ever.
you don't got me.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
This is a tough one. It really is a toss-up because I think they're all pretty cool. I'm going to go with the high-speed chase, Dukes of Hazzard style jumping bridges and just looking awesome and spinning around, doing Jason Statham
Okay.
things and Paul Walker stuff and all that. While though all of them, I can understand the answer for any of them. So I'm going to go with that one. Car.
Okay.
If I get it
All
right, I
so
win. If
Antoine-
not, we go to the tiebreaker.
All right. Well, we're going to a tiebreaker that's incorrect.
That means
All
you're
of them are
wrong.
great, but I decided headbutting a hijacker and landing a plane for all of the reasons that you said.
I know.
Every
Yeah.
single reason.
I should have factored in better, Monica, his just gigantic ego, where he wanted to be praised and adored at the end of all of
Look,
this.
I'm reading
Yeah.
it. The email I responded to Monica said, headbutting hijacker and landing the plane. And then parentheses, I wrote, I would get a movie out of that one.
Right.
Yes, you,
You
would.
know me.
You sure would.
You know
yeah,
me.
look-
Like,
Go with your
It'd
gut.
be a double feature where you'd watch Sully and then you'd watch Torelli. You
Uh-huh.
know, it'd be
Exactly.
Tweezy, Sully and Tweezy. That's all right. Let's go to tiebreaker.
Okay. Tiebreaker. So a question about me.
Mhm.
All right. So I forget how this goes. So I give it to one of you.
You get to
Whoever
Zach.
had a point.
Uh,
Zach
Oh,
did-
no.
okay, yeah.
Nobody got a
Nobody
point.
got a point, so I went first. So if it's
Yeah.
a yes no question, then I guess I get the option. Do I want to answer it or not?
Yes.
That's what you're
Yeah.
giving me. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna make the superhero over here answer this question. So this is for
All
Antoine.
right,
All right,
Antoine.
I'll answer it. I know you, Monica. Let's
All right,
go.
So in middle school, I tried to change my name. A couple people know I try to change my name.
Okay.
So it's between two.
Oh, I think I
that
know
I try
this
to change it
too.
too.
Darn it.
Oh, do you?
I think so.
Fantasia or Rebecca?
I do know the answer to this.
Fantasia or Rebecca?
Mhm.
I'm going just without overthinking it. Fantasia. You tried to change your name to Fantasia.
Zach. He got it.
Rebecca. Shout out to all the Rebeccas out there, but that's boring. If you're gonna change your name,
Oh,
Let's
I'm
make
gonna
it
tell
fun.
Trigger because she wanted to name me Rebecca at one point.
but she
said,
made the right
I thought about it.
decision. Shout out to you, Trey.
Yeah.
Right.